In today's video, I have something for everyone. If you are a wreath maker, I'm making a pancake wreath. It's going to be a beautiful springy pancake wreath. If you're a fashionista or know a fashionista in your life, I have something for you too. The theme for today's video is going to be handbags or purses. Here's something you may not have known about me. I'm a little bit of a fashionista myself. I have a little bit of a problem when it comes to handbags, and I wanted to show you one today. This is a sweet little Ava, and she is a 14-inch Croco gold hardware handbag. Why am I showing you this little beauty? Well, I got this from a company called Teddy Blake, and they would love to give you a $30 off your order if you order something from them. They make high-end purses, Italian leather, Italian craftsmen. They work in the same factories as you get your luxury handbags. These are the same people who make these gorgeous purses and very high-end on a cheaper budget. If you're wondering why they are more affordable than the luxury brands, that's because they are an online store, so they kind of cut out that middleman. Let me show you Eva a little bit. She is a beautiful, beautiful handbag. Look at this. On the inside, very, very soft texture. Look at this. So luxurious. So beautiful. Little pocket on the inside. And I'm telling you, if you want to buy this as a gift, wonderful gift. They have many style, many sizes, many leather finishes. If you would like to see more styles and types of handbags they have, I will leave you a website in the description box below. The discount code is TBNadiaB30, and as I said, it is for $30 off. I just love this little cutie, and it's made of premium Italian leather. Now let's get started on our gorgeous pancake wreath. Let's go over the supplies we're going to need. The Deco Mesh I'm going to be using is 10 inches by 10 yards. You're only going to need one roll. That's the beauty of this wreath. As far as for ribbon, you're going to need two different sizes of ribbon. For example, I'm going to be using two different kinds of 2.5-inch ribbon, and then I'm going to be using a 1.5-inch ribbon. For the first layer, I'm going to be using this ribbon. Now, this was thrifted and it's an old ribbon, but you can use whatever floral ribbon you have on hand, would work just fine. Or you can just do the whole wreath using just the 2.5 solid with this one. And look at this, I'm going to be using pink, and this gold one is going to be on top. The picture that gave the theme for today is actually this little one. I got it at the Dollar Tree. It's just a handbag with some flowers on the inside. The measurement is 8 inches by 8 inches, so not big at all. Then we're going to need some pipe cleaners. You're only going to need 12 for the wreath form this time, not 18. Last and not least, I'm going to be using some of these beautiful Ranunculus. I'm going to attach pipe cleaners a little bit differently today. I'm going to start by how we usually start, and we're going to grab a pipe cleaner and attach it to row 1 and 2 from the inside and just give it a twist. And then I'm going to put the pipe cleaner towards the inside of the wreath form. I attached one pipe cleaner to every section, which makes it 6 pipe cleaners. Now we're going to take our pipe cleaners and go on this intersection, and I'm going to go from row 2 to row 3 on the opposite sides. Then I'm going to go to row 3, and that is where I'm going to twist my pipe cleaner. The reason I do this is because it's more secure this way, and we do want to move this outside row a little bit further away from the inside row. And these pipe cleaners are going to face out. You can find a list of all the supplies I use for this wreath and pretty much all my wreaths in the description box below. That way, if you have any questions or maybe you're looking for a particular item, you can find it. Or sometimes maybe what it's called. All my pipe cleaners are attached. Now we're going to cut both the Deco Mesh and the ribbon. The way I attach everything to this wreath is going to be different than usual. I usually like to start on the inside and work my way out because these wreath forms from the Dollar Tree are on the flatter end and it's easier that way. The point of a pancake wreath is for it to be nice and flat, and therefore we're going to put on this outside row, then the inside row. For this wreath, I'm going to be cutting my Deco Mesh into 30-inch strips, and I'm going to need 12 strips. Because my cutting mat is only 24 inches, I'm grabbing my ruler and I'm going to go to 5.5 inches and put it to the side, which makes it 6 inches plus 24. I get my 30. When I cut my Deco Mesh, I like to throw it into an IKEA basket. You can use whatever you have on hand. Even a shoebox will do. And that way the Deco Mesh is not all over my table. Now let's start to cut. I'm just going to roll it naturally and cut my 12 strips. Next, I'm going to prepare all the ribbon. For my 2.5-inch ribbon, I'm going to do 12-inch strips, and I'm going to need only 6 of each. As usual, I'm zigzagging until I'm going to get 6 strips, and then I'm going to cut and make dovetails at the same time. Now I'm going to be folding the ribbon in half and cutting a little triangle, making sure that I cut the little edges on the side. If you're using the same ribbon for both layers of the wreath, then just cut 12 of these. In my case, I'm using 2 different ribbon types for layer 1 and 2, or for the inside layer and outside layer. So I'm just going to do 6 each. Now I'm just zigzagging and cutting my really pretty ribbon. Same thing, going to cut a little corner, and that way you're cutting it and making a dovetail at the same time. And then this gorgeous 1.5-inch ribbon, I'm going to be cutting 12 strips at 12 inches each. Same thing, I'm zigzagging until I get 12 pieces, and then I'm going to dovetail all the edges. All the ribbon is cut, 12, 6, and 6 strips each at 12 inches in length. Now it's time to make the ruffle. My Deco Mesh is a solid color, so the center line is not that clear. What I like to do is grab my cutting mat, and where I have my light square, that's my 10 inches, I just lay my Deco Mesh right there, and I'm going to go off the center. That's my little square. The first thing I do when I make my ruffles is fold a little bit on the edge, about an inch, put my thumbs in the center, and start gathering. By the time you come to the end, it's going to fold almost by itself, so you don't have to worry about it. So grab that and bring it together. Now we have our little ruffle, and we are going to start attaching to the outside. 2 twists. Next, I'm going to take these edges and I'm going to overlap them. And then same thing with the other side. We're just going to overlap a little bit. Let's make the second one. Fold at the edge. I'm on my 10-inch square, and off I go. Next, pipe cleaner, 2 tight twists, and then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and overlap my edges, and I'm overlapping, I would say, at least 2 inches. All the Deco Mesh is on the pipe cleaners that are on the outside of the wreath. Now we're going to attach ribbon. Usually I attach all the Deco Mesh and then the ribbon, but in this case, this is going to be a little bit easier. Here is the reason why I use 2 different sizes of ribbon. It's just because it's so pretty when you just overlay it, and the pink one is going to stand out even more. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find my center, just pinch it, and then after I bring it together, I'm going to make a little V, just like this. And then I'm going to twist the pipe cleaner about an inch from the connection. Grabbing some wire cutters, just going to cut that off. Fold the tail in half and back. The top of it is going to get covered by more Deco Mesh. I poof it out just a little bit. Just look how pretty this outside row is looking. I'm going to go ahead and finish it off. Now we're going to start working on the inside layer, and we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to make ruffles and attach them to the 6 pipe cleaners on the inside. 2 twists, and same thing. I'm going to find the edges and overlap them. As we're filling in the inside row, we're covering all the edges of the ribbon, and we're going to have a beautiful balance of the ribbon and Deco Mesh, and then the ribbon bundles on top. At this point, all the Deco Mesh is on our wreath, and can you believe we only used 1 roll? If you're still worried how dark this wreath is, that is okay. We're bringing in some pink. The centerpiece is light. I think we're going to be all right. I'm going to take the pink, the gold goes on top, find my center, bring it together, and we're going to do the same kind of thing where we're going to make a little V. Now I'm just going to twist up, and I'm going to cut off the excess tails on our pipe cleaners. Same thing, I'm going to floof the ribbon out. The rest of the ribbon has been attached. And now for the center. This is supposed to be a piece of artwork, so it does have a little hanging hook on there. Put my pipe cleaner right through, 2 twists. And since I don't trust the hook because I don't know how well it's on there, I am still going to put some hot glue right on top of my pipe cleaner and underneath the little hook. And then put a little piece of felt on there as an extra security. Grabbing these other 2 pipe cleaners, and I'm going to attach them on the sides right here. Same thing, piece of felt, and I'm going to put it right over. Our pipe cleaners are on. The pipe cleaner on top, send all the way back to row 3. One is going to be on one side of the intersection, the other one's going to be on the other, and we're going to give it a few twists. Now we have one last thing to do, and that's to add the ranunculus, and I'm just going to take the little tops off. As always, I want to make sure that I hot glue right there in the back. And I'm attaching it to the center of my pretty little ribbons on the top row only. All the flowers are on, and these ranunculus are such a beautiful touch, and they kind of work along with the picture really nicely. Now that everything is on, I'm just going to go around and make sure that all our ribbon is nicely laid out, and it's time to hang our wreath. And of course, don't forget to visit Teddy Blake to see what beautiful handbags they have that are in your style. And don't forget my discount code. I will also attach that in the description box below. For now, if you're not subscribed to my channel and would love to see more wreath tutorials, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the thumbs up button. And Louie has prepared 2 videos for you right there. We like to show with our paws, right? No? I guess not today. Louie prepared 2 videos for you right there. So go ahead and click those if you're interested in watching more wreath tutorials right now. And we will see you in our next video. Bye, everyone. Bye.